Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. We're gonna try something new here. We're gonna do a talk about some Hearthstone cards stuff oh, I think I heard something, little chipmunk. While we're doing our IRL stream. We normally do IRL streaming on Anya's channel, but yeah, sometimes it's gonna be on my channel, I guess. In any case, I have the auto host, so whatever. If you guys love the gardening, you guys can come tune my stream or hers. Links below, you know the drill. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about the recent Hearthstone nerfs because, well, they're pretty interesting, and I didn't want to make a video about this, but now we're going to have to because people aren't bringing up the correct points. So there was some hot fixes. There were like no notice changes to the game. Some of them were systemic changes to the game, and some of them affected like tournaments and stuff, so there's a little bit of drama on that. Whatever, I don't really care. I don't really take the tournament scene too seriously, so I don't really give a shit. And the notable changes were to Lynessa, and the Lynessa changes were that the buffs, instead of repeating the order in which you cast them, they're a random order. And also another change was, I think it's a bug that maybe they're fixing, I'm not too sure, that if one of the adaptations of a buff made it cannot be targeted, it could not cast further buffs. So it was a little bit of a nerf to Lynessa, but no one's playing that card. People hate Paladin, people don't really care too much, that's fine, more or less. The other card that they nerfed is Tess Greymane. So they nerfed Tess Greymane to its current version, which is basically how it reads on the card, into it has a maximum of 30 triggers, and if anything kills or silences Tess throughout the triggers, so for instance, you know, you might play a Priest 0-mana Silence, and then you might play Tess, and it might be the first card that it plays, and then it might silence Tess, and then, well, you don't get any more shit. So basically, this nerf was exactly the same as the one that hit Yogg-Saron, and the Yogg-Saron was labeled as a nerf. You got your dust refund, and it was all good and shit. And people were all, you know, pretty happy because people didn't like playing against Yogg-Saron, and people who had Yogg-Saron got some free dust. So that's all real cool, right? Right, so that's fine. Now, with Tess, it was called a gameplay change, or it was not a nerf, it was a gameplay change. It was some other thing that was not a nerf. And as a result of it not being a nerf, though clearly a nerf, as Yogg was nerfed by definition in the exact same way, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago or something, people didn't get dust refunds. And that's kind of interesting because it's a card that already sucks, so people play it for fun, and now it sucks even more, so the people who play it for fun are like, what the hell, Blizzard? Where's my dust? I want some dust, because this card's getting nerfed exactly like Yogg-Saron. And obviously they were right. This happened like 2 days ago, so I didn't make a video about it because, you know, they're obviously right. It's going to happen, and people were just non-stop bashing Blizzard. So instead of, you know, cashing in on some free views, joining the riot with my sharpened pitchfork, I decided to just let it slide, let you guys fight the fight that one time. But now, here's where I think we get to real bullshit level. So this is what Blizzard did now. What Blizzard did is, now, the other day, they announced that instead of Greymane being nerfed and no dust refund, Tess Greymane will not be nerfed. They'll no longer be changed whatsoever. The hotfixes will be reverted, and that is that. And the people who were affected originally were like, okay, well, I guess that's fair. You know, well, you know, it's not being changed anymore, so I guess I shouldn't get my dust back. Problem solved, right? I don't really get how these people are not upset, because now I'm upset. Because, look, guys. Blizzard wanted to change the game a specific way. Blizzard doesn't do very many balance changes. Let's get real about that. When Blizzard changes something, they feel pretty damn confident that it needs to be changed. So Blizzard, probably for the reasons of cards and upcoming expansions, chose to change Tess the way that they did in the hotfix. And they did this because this is what they felt that they needed to make the game better. Now that people complained with the nerf being unfair because they didn't get their dust refund, Blizzard is going against what they want to design the game like, just so you don't get free dust. That's it. So Blizzard is literally giving us a suboptimal version of Hearthstone because we cannot receive any more free dust. We have to line their pockets with more pack money. All right. So that's it. So that's my rant of the day, and I hope you guys kind of see some light in that. I know, you know, Blizzard makes changes to the game from time to time, and a lot of the time they're not right, but Blizzard thinks that they are. So I think this is really a case for our now already sharpened pitchforks. I hope you guys jump on the bandwagon with me, and we can get this thing going. And honestly, I think the resolution here is Blizzard should nerf Tess, because that's what they think is right, right? Blizzard should nerf Tess. They should re-revert the fix, but give those people their damn 1,600 dust. It's not that big a deal, Blizzard. It's not that big a deal. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Can you hear it, Chad?
Of course they can hear it.
Wow. Cool, do it more.
Really?
Oh my god, please don't let it go.